What up, bro? What's the deal? I'm about to get into this TikTok, man. Somebody tell me about what happened in Florida with these aliens and whatever this is. We're gonna take a look at this. Let's check this
There
out.
is a very bizarre
Let's check
story
this
coming
out.
out of Florida, which is saying a lot because we're talking about Florida, home of the weird stories. Now, on January 1st, New Year's Day, at around 8:30 p.m., about 60 police cars and four black helicopters were seen at the front of a shopping mall in Miami. According to police, the shopping center is located at
They done brought the black
401 Biscayne
helicopters out,
Boulevard.
huh?
Now, the official story by the media, anyway, is that the reason behind this large police presence was due to a large group of teens causing a riot at the shopping center. According to an arrest report, the teens were allegedly lighting loud fireworks, causing panic among patrons in the mall while disrupting and damaging businesses. Now, loud firecrackers can indeed sound like guns, and unless you're
A
actually
lot of
seeing the big
cruisers though.
firecrackers going off, you're
That's
going to
real. It's a
mistake
lot of
it
police
for a
cars.
gunshot. And
Anybody gonna
that's
leave?
exactly what one person did. The president of Downtown
Wow.
Neighbors Alliance, James Torres, said in a statement a resident mistook the chaos as gunshots and reported an active shooter. So then that would indeed explain a large police presence. Some officers were heavily
Hold
armed
on.
and approached the crowd displaying high powered rifles.
Now, shout out to this man's barber. I'm pretty sure you got the same barber as Steve Harvey. Man, look at this. Come on, man.
Rifles, reflecting the fact the officers
Wow.
were initially erroneously told the situation involved an active shooter. Now, out of the large group of unruly teenagers who were fighting at the Bayside Marketplace, only four teenagers were arrested. So then one would think that is that. That is the end of the story. A large fight
That's a
broke out
lot of
among teens at
police.
this mall. Firecrackers were mistaken for gunshots, and police thought there was an active shooter at this mall. But witnesses who were inside this mall and who were fleeing this mall stated that that is not the correct story. That is not what happened. People inside this Miami mall were claiming they saw 10-foot creatures that were chasing people. People inside stores were hearing screams and gunshots, and as they were fleeing, they looked back, and it was these 10-foot shadow like beings that were chasing them. People are coming out saying that there was no firecrackers that you were hearing. What you were hearing were actual gunshots from people trying to fight back these creatures
Oh
that were
man.
chasing them. Now, many people are saying, well, then where is the camera footage? Why did nobody take any camera or video footage of these 10-foot tall aliens? Now, here's the thing there is actually
Anytime they
no
drop
camera footage of what took place
new
inside this mall
FC
to
list, they
validate
come with some aliens.
either side of the
Y'all
story.
notice that?
So, if we're going to go with the media side
I'm
of the
just saying.
story, there is no video footage that shows these group of teens causing this style of chaos inside this mall. There is also no video footage of 10-foot tall, shadowy like alien creatures terrorizing people inside this mall either. Oddly enough, the only video footage that we do see is video footage of people gathered and running outside. But there does seem to be a little bit more to this
Somebody
story
got
that kind of validates that something strange was going on in this area. Something strange was happening in Miami. Matter of fact, somebody may have captured the alien on video. The same time that this was going on, about 60,000 people in the area were without power for 4 to 6 hours. The airport was also shut down and all air travel had come to a stop. And the reason why they say the airport was shut down was due to the large number of police in the area. There were people tweeting out still no flights going or coming at
that's what
Miami
makes it
International.
crazy that
Only one
helicopter.
PD helicopter patrolling the area. Now, people at the actual location of this mall were claiming there was more than one helicopter circling the area. There was about three or four black helicopters. Now, it's very understandable if there's a large police presence in this area, given the fact that they believe there's an active shooter at this mall. But for an entire airport to go down, 60,000 people without power, it definitely seems like there was a lot more going on than just two rival gangs of teenagers brawling out at this mall. Now, I'm a person that is very familiar with Florida. This is not the first time I've seen teenagers brawl inside of a mall or
Right.
a busy shopping center. This is also not the first
That's
time
that's
that I've heard a
understandable.
news
Man, they
story
ain't bringing out no
where
black
gunfire
helicopters.
went off inside a
That's
mall or
that's a little
also a
different
busy
right there.
shopping center. Usually, down here in Florida, when you hear of something like this taking place, you will see actual video footage of what's taking place inside the mall. You will see the chaos that is erupting inside the mall due to either the teenagers fighting or, like I said, gunshots breaking out. But when it comes to this specific story right here, we're not seeing any video footage of what took place inside this actual mall. Now, there was indeed video footage of a fight breaking out outside of the mall, but people are saying that this is not related to what actually took place inside the actual shopping center. This is the only video footage we have of an actual fight. Now, what makes this story even that much more bizarre is that somebody on Twitter claims that they have video footage of the actual alien. Now, if you do indeed zoom in on the video and slow down the video, it does appear to be a giant grayish humanoid creature walking past the police cars. I also happen to notice in this video footage as well, right behind this gray thing that's walking, whether it's a person or the actual alien, because this thing is rather big that's seen on video. Right behind it to the top left, you can see what looks like a shadow walking with it, and then it just disappears. Now, come to find out, there was a witness at this mall who on TikTok goes by at Sosa.Pippin, who happens to actually back up what we're seeing here on camera. He talks about seeing these shadow like entities that were chasing people that were inside this mall,
Man.
who even the elderly were running as fast as possible to get out of this mall.
On a like a mini vacay, just to start the New Year's off right. So anyway, we happened to be at that mall. So we had Foot Locker or whatever. Next thing you know, you start hearing all this commotion outside, sound like firecrackers or something. So, you know what I'm saying? I grab her close. I'm like, yo, we about to get up out of here because I originally thought that they were shooting. You know what I'm saying? I thought, some type of gunfight had broke out, whatever the case is, because we're not familiar with Miami, we're not familiar with the city. So I'm like, damn, I ain't even got my blick. So you know what I'm saying? We about to swerve. Next thing I know, it's like crazy. Like we just see all these people running, like fat chicks, old ladies. Like I'm talking about moving. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, old people even move. I'm talking about moving. So my girl, she like, what's going on? I'm that we out. Like I'm not gonna ask no questions. We just gonna follow the crowd. Next thing real like gunshots start going off. So you know what I'm saying? Like we trying to follow the crowd, get out of there. I look back, no cap, yo, no cap. I look back, it looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time, like a few shadows, but they was solid at the same time. And it almost looked like they was coming our direction, like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo, what? So we start really moving. Next thing you know, we start hearing more gunshots. Like these dudes start firing. Get outside, mad police, all that. You know what I'm saying? The police is like trying to get all the people that ran out the mall. They like trying to like detain these people, whatever. But me and my girl, we ended up just sliding past all that and everything like that. But a lot of people saying why didn't nobody film and all that. When that is going on, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like some paranormal. Nobody thinking about no phone. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going survival mode. But for real, they lying, yo. It was they all them officers and all that. They was not there because of no kids fighting. It was really some like movie going on in there, yo. So you know that's what it was, yo.
I do have to agree with him why nobody was
Makes sense.
recording. Because if you're seeing these 10-foot shadow like beings chasing people, and there's this chaotic scene where even the elderly are trying to run as fast as possible to get out of this mall to go to safety, the last thing anybody is thinking about is whipping out their phone and taking video footage. Because again, they don't know what they're seeing. So they're panicking. They are going into a fight or flight mode. Maybe there were a few people that did record this footage and their phones were either taken away or the video footage was scrubbed. Because, like I said,
Yeah,
there is absolutely no video footage of what took place inside this
Apple
mall,
could have did
whether it was a group of
Samsung,
teens
stuff like
fighting or 10-foot shadow like alien beings. There is no footage that exists of what took place inside the mall. So, what exactly is happening here if it's not a group of teens causing all this chaos where airports are being shut down and 60,000 residents are without power? Now, when I heard
crazy.
10-foot tall aliens, I immediately thought of that Las Vegas UFO family who also reported 10-foot aliens in their backyard, who, oddly enough, I have been talking about just recently because out of nowhere, what popped out was a bizarre interview of them actually drawing this alien. And I will go ahead and link that video in the comment section below. You want to check that out because it's kind of bizarre how the timing between that interview and them reporting this 10-foot alien played out. I also think of that alien attack that took place in Peru, what they call the Los Pelicaros or the face rippers. Come to find out, law enforcement with investigators reported to the media that it wasn't aliens at all, but illegal gold miners with very high-tech equipment, including hovering equipment, right? Illegal gold miners with futuristic military-grade equipment.
Come
But
on,
as coincidence may have it, at the
come on
same
now.
time this was going on, the United States Navy was also in Peru. People are also saying how the timing of
Makes
this
sense.
alien attack inside this mall coincides with a certain list that was being released to the media. Now, I don't know if this was indeed a real alien attack that took place inside this mall or a group of kids that were causing chaos inside this mall, but
And I
it
won't
seems
lie.
like a lot went down for just a group of kids causing chaos. But we do know right around the corner, they are still going to play that Project Bluebeam card.
Yeah,
Funny enough, this is also happening around the same time that Congress is getting that UFO disclosure. They're supposed to be getting this big UFO alien disclosure next week, which I do believe is Tuesday. So the government has been
uh,
pushing really hard to release information about UFOs and aliens. We even have Joe Biden signing an order to release information about UFOs to the public. Like I have
mhm.
always said, when it comes to any alien and UFO story, why now? Why is the
Right.
government trying to release information
'Cause
about
they know some
UFOs and
other
aliens?
information
Now,
about to come
given the
out.
fact for years, for decades, UFOs were swamp gas, they were weather balloons. Aliens, the government having any knowledge of aliens
They
is
rather
a
take the
crazy,
aliens on the
crazy
chin and
conspiracy
deal
theory.
with what's really about
But
to
for
come
this
out.
small period of time in 2023, for whatever reason, the government is taking the conversation of UFOs and aliens very seriously. So, like I said, you have to ask yourself, why now? What is in store? What is coming for us? Where the government is getting us mentally prepared for the existence of UFOs and aliens. And with things like this that's happening in Miami and Peru, or even that Las Vegas family where that UFO crashed in their backyard, are these training exercises for Project Bluebeam? We do know something big is coming for 2030 because the United Nations has that 2030
2030.
agenda transforming our world. So to lay out all these plans, we do know
Man,
that they have to restart this world in some way. We had Geordie Rose, the founder of D-Wave Quantum Computers, making a very ominous statement about what if aliens, UFOs, came down to Earth on July 13th, 2030.
who I quite admire, is a very interesting guy, was reciting this parable at a TED talk that he was giving, and it goes something like this.
mm-mm.
So, say I'm the president of the United States. So I received this message from the heavens. So my microwave dish, my SETI dish, finally captures something.
I think
What it says is,
dollar crashing.
in 50 years or
That's
13 years, we're coming to your planet. You got to be ready. Now, just imagine what would happen if that happened. A super intelligent alien race beamed down a message to all of us Earthlings saying, we're coming July 13th, 2030, and boy, you better be ready because the mothership is landing right on the front lawn of the White House or wherever you want it to land. on that day, the amount of resources that would be marshaled to try to figure out what to do would encompass the whole world. AI is just like that.
We had the advisor to Klaus
Oh
Schwab,
my God.
the chairman of the World Economic Forum, saying that the time of human history is over. That the history for
Actual
somebody else
humans,
to
huh?
take charge is now.
That dude was
Those
evil,
and
bro.
for dominating human
Don't believe
history.
him.
And then he talks about an alien invasion and how we all need to come together in order to stop this alien invasion, and that these aliens are not coming from another planet. They are being made in a laboratory. When I made that video about the
Yeah,
two Japanese
there
planes
we go.
crashing into one another, people were saying in the comment section how I was spot on.
Portal,
I was spot
Stargate.
on. So I am doing the exact same thing here. These are training exercises, psyops, for Project Bluebeam.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and you want to
I
see
agree with
more,
that.
please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow.
Appreciate y'all.
Once again,
Appreciate you. I like it. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that. Personally, I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Let me know. I'm out.